this one is not really me talking about a verse in the Bible. Dun, dun, dun. I wanted to talk about toxic relationships because I was in one. And I'm not going to get too much into my own business, of course. But I just felt like now that I'm like on the other side of it, I can give a little bit of advice for anyone who needs to hear it. My very first thing of advice is always put God first. I know you love him, I know you love her, but put Jesus first and put him in the center. Put him in the center. If you guys are having problems, grab each other by the hands, bow your heads, and be like, Jesus, Lord, take the wheel in this relationship. Tell us, please give us forgiveness in our hearts. Like, tell us what you want us to do in this next step, in this next season. Like, we need to hear from you. Like, tell him something. Because I made that mistake and I thought I can just do things on my own. Horrible mistake. Like I said, I've always had a faith in him. But for some reason, that entire relationship never put him in the middle of it. And in fact, there was many times where I was being petty in some situations. And I heard the Lord tell me, do not do this. Don't do that. Don't say that. Like, nope, delete that message. Don't hit send. And second, you have to know your worth. You know that you were made for the Lord. You know that. Look, again, I'm going to show my shirt. Made for more. Right? And not everybody sees that. So you have to really, first of all, know yourself, and then make sure your partner knows it too. And I'm not saying I'm completely a victim. Like, I've plenty of times have been the toxic one where I put him down. And I've said God knows what things to him so that he feels smaller. You know, I've done things just to get back at him, stuff like that. Like, just so petty stuff that had I just turned to God, like, and really just got on my knees and be like, Lord, like, help me. And then listened when he actually told me what to do or what not to do, then I would have saved myself from a lot of heartbreak, and I would have saved the other party from a lot of heartbreak as well. I forgive him, obviously, for anything that he's done to me, and I try to be on good terms. But that's the thing, is like, you don't know how damaging it is what you do and say to other people if they don't know Christ like you do. Not always forgiving. They are not always forgiving. So it can just scar someone forever and just cause tension for the rest of your days. It's not funny, but I just don't know how to explain without like saying too much. So 1, put God first. Put him in the middle of it all. 2, know your worth. 3, know their worth. Okay? Men, the woman that you are with is God's daughter. Treat her accordingly. And women, the man that you are with is God's son. So treat him accordingly. That means with all love, all the respect, with patience, with kindness, taking care of each other, even if they don't know that, even if they don't realize that themselves. You know, like, even if they don't even believe in God, or even if they believe in him, but they still be doing like some ratchet stuff. The goal is for them to see themselves the way that you would see them, which is God's child. Whether you're a male or female, you are God's child. So if you treat each other like that, then chances are the other person will start to realize that. That's the goal. And then number 4 is, if you've done all of that and they are still toxic, get out. Okay? It's very touchy subject for husbands and wives. There is a reason why the Lord put you two together. However, you can't let someone else dim your light. You can't do it. If you feel like this relationship is just causing you more stress and anxiety, trying to keep it together, trying to stop it from being so toxic, and it's not working, that's dimming your light. How are you supposed to do what you were called to do from the Lord himself if you're so stressed out all the time about someone else? Like, that just, it can't be done. You're gonna be like angry all the time. You're not gonna be spreading the good news. Like, at some point, if it's not working, because God called you to peace. And like I said, it's a very tricky thing for those who are married, because like I said, Satan wants divorce. The Lord doesn't. But like I said, if they are refusing to see your worth, to see you as God's child, if they're refusing to put God in the middle, if they are dimming your light, again, this one is all opinion. I mean, there are some things like that I said that are very biblical, but I just don't want you to be like, well, she told me to get a divorce. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, don't let anyone at all dim your light. Don't let them take away what you were called to be, what you were made for. No matter how much you love them, I'm sorry, but you need to have God first. And if they're not okay with that, you don't need it. Obviously, please pray to God first before you go listening to me. Not that I'm a huge influencer or nothing, but I'm just saying, like, always make sure you pray to the Lord about it. But we need to put an end to toxic relationships. Like, that's not saying like, oh, any little thing and then we're walking out. Like, no. Obviously, relationships take work. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of compromising. But it does not take any dimming. We should not be dimming our lights. We should not be turning off nothing. Like, the relationship is supposed to like illuminate more, blossom more into more. If we're just like, then that's when it's a problem. And so, like I said, obviously pray about it. Don't walk out right away, but don't dim your lights. Too special. You're too special. Way too special for that. I don't know. I just really felt like I needed to say that. So it felt good to get that off my chest. Like I said, I know from experience, I've been the toxic one before. And was it only me? Nope. But it was me too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. It was me too. I swear, I thank the Lord for opening my eyes. And now I know what kind of woman to be for my next one. Even though I don't feel like I'm there yet. So I don't want a next one. these things just need to be said. We need to put an end to like being okay with being in a toxic relationship. We need to start turning our relationship to God, giving that to Him too. I've never had a relationship that was built on Christ, but I can only imagine, like, oh my God, how beautiful that would be, you know? Like, how peaceful. Like, even when it's not peaceful, I can imagine that it's still like, you still feel safe. Like, you still feel okay. It's not like, you know, it's not like stress and anxiety and stuff. And don't get me wrong, like, obviously we still stayed together for a reason. Like, I loved him so much. I loved him so much. I know he loved me too. It's just that all I can say is that we didn't put God first. And so you can imagine, like, if it's like two spirits not of God together, like, I'm sorry. That's all I have on this topic. Thanks again for listening. God makes, Jesus saves, so let there be light in your relationship and in your life. Bye.